nickname that is really famous.
Right. And what is your nickname?
Sunny. SUNNY.
Where are you from?
I'm from.
This is an IELTS speaking test in which I'm going to ask you some questions and the topic as well. Let's start from the speaking part 1. I'm going to ask you questions about speaking part 1. Let's talk about your personal background information. What's your name?
My name is Suhail Mahmood.
How do you spell your name?
SOHAILMAHMAT.
What do people usually call you?
Sunny.
Right. Is your name famous in your town?
My name is not necessarily famous, but when they call me by my nickname that is really famous.
Right. And what is your nickname?
Sunny. SUNNY.
Where are you from?
I'm from Rores, Samrial Tahsil in Sialkot.
Let's talk about your area.
That is a residential area in a rural village.
Do you like your area?
Yep.
Okay. What is something that you want to change about your area?
Basically, there is a lot of things going on, like there is no sweet gas in there, and I would like to get that in my area.
Okay, let's talk about your family members. Is it a small family or a large family that you have?
It was a large family back when my sisters were not married. Now it's a very small family with 3 members: my father, me, and my mother.
Right, that's fine. And do you enjoy time with your family members?
Yeah, I really like the time I spend with my family members. That is why I really go quickly when I leave work.
Okay, and what do you mostly do when you are with your family members?
Basically, talk about all sort of things, how their day went and how my day went.
Okay, and do you usually talk about work or you also talk about news?
News. Basically, my father is a news junkie, and he
Right.
likes to watch all types of news, from BBC to Geo News.
Okay, let's talk about learning English. When did you start learning English?
Basically, from the primary, I started learning English. I really didn't had to put on hard work because I was already good at it. So
Right. And what do you enjoy about learning languages?
I like their origin, basically, and how they evolved from where they were to where they are. As you know, English has a lot of ups and downs. If you speak English from the past, most of us won't even be understanding them.
Right. How many languages can you speak?
I can speak 3 languages, and one of them is basic, with 4th one that includes Japanese. I can speak.
All right, apart from classes, what are other practical ways to practice your language?
There are a lot of practical ways. For example, you can watch movies, you can have interactive sessions with your colleagues or your class fellows. Most of what is good for me is that I have watched a lot of movies, probably from Hollywood and TV series. So I can call myself an epitome.
All right, let's talk about English again. How do you plan to use your English in future?
I plan to use my English for the for the betterment of myself, for my communication skills, as well as to talk with my colleagues in it.
Okay, now let's move forward towards the speaking part 2. Your topic is describe a film that you found interesting. Here's your cue card. You have 2 minutes. Your time starts now. If you want to use a pen, you can go for it. You ready?
Right.
Okay. Please start speaking.
It was back then in 2018 when I started watching movies, and then I found that there is a movie that has almost 4 sequels, from 2002 to 2012, and that was Jason Bourne, or in other words, Bourne. And every sequel has a different name, from Bourne Identity to Bourne Legacy, and it was really a thriller of a film because I like thrillers, and it had basically what caught my eyes was that it was so much interesting to watch that you have a government organization that is basically one of the best agencies in the world, and they are doing things illegally, and they are recruiting people to even kill their own nationals. So that was the main theme of the part. And there were great fight scenes, basically the car chasing the villain chasing a hero, or the hero chasing the villain. So basically that was the most best fighting sequence I have ever seen in my life.
All right. Thank you so much. It's time to move forward towards the speaking part 3. Which do you think is more enjoyable, watching films in the cinema or watching TV programs?
Uh, I think so. It depends on the person's choice whether they would like to have a time alone, or they would like to be a more sociable person or more extrovert and go to the cinema with someone who they want to go with.
Do you think that cinema films should have an educational value?
Cinematic film? Yes.
Yeah.
That which one you're talking about? Can you repeat that?
Do you think that cinema films should have an educational value?
Yes, they can make educational background with practical best script, so they can do that.
Okay. Is it important for governments to support filmmaking in their countries?
Yeah, because the basic thing is Hollywood. You have heard about Hollywood. Hollywood is made actually for the promotion of their culture, American culture. So the government is actually investing a lot of money in it, so they can promote their culture. So it is important for governments to promote their culture as well as their film industry and form of.
Right. In what ways do you think that entertainment media may develop in the future?
Basically, the most of the stunts now are not really practical in nature, and people are moving more toward the technological stunts, and they have the sets. I think so. They are going to leave everything behind that is happening now and move forward with the sets, production, and everything. And they might be even making film in one room and producing for the whole film.
All right. Thank you so much. That's the end.